kanina. The DOH confirms that the husband of the fourth Omicron patient tested positive for COVID-19. The department says his DNA samples have been collected for genome sequencing. The Environment Department has formally lifted the ban on open-pit mining, saying it would help revive economic activity and create more jobs in the countryside. The Philippine Sports Commission has backed out from its offer to mediate between Olympic pole vaulter E.J. Obiena and the Philippine Athletics Track and Field Association. And the Manila Bay Dolomite Beach is ready to welcome visitors once again after almost 2 months of closure. Let's check out what new protocols are in place. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. The DOH confirms that the husband of the fourth Omicron patient in the country has also tested positive for COVID-19. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeres said his DNA samples will be processed for genome sequencing. The couple were tested on the same day and were isolated upon the release of their positive result. After the 10th day of isolation, they were discharged, both being asymptomatic. The DOH says they will be retested based on existing protocols. The Environment Department has formally lifted the ban on open-pit mining in the country. DENR Secretary Roy Cimatu noted in the order signed last December 23 that the lifting of the ban is meant to help the economy recover. Cimatu said that it will help provide raw materials for construction and spur employment in rural areas. The agency has formed an oversight committee to monitor mining operations. This is to make sure that public health and environment safety will still be prioritized. Open-pit mining was banned by former Secretary Gina Lopez in 2017.
Yung lifting na ay in accordance with law at saka ito ay properly secured yan ang environment natin. Like we dito dahil meron ng local na magpo-monitor, gumawa pa si Secretary ng National na magpo-monitor aside from the MICC.
Trade officials inspected stores selling firecrackers in Bulacan ahead of New Year's Eve. They warned dealers against selling unregistered firecrackers to avoid penalties and possible jail time. Gerard De La Peña has a story.
The Trade Department made rounds days before New Year's Eve and confiscated illegal firecrackers in Bukawi, Bulacan. The agency found 7 stores in the area that are selling 9 brands of unregistered firecrackers, including one from a licensed company.
Hindi naman po namin alam na bawal yan. Tulad po ng diamond, lisensyado. Alam po namin, lahat po ng items nila, lisensyado.
Those caught selling may pay a minimum of 17,000 pesos in fines. The manufacturer will also be penalized by as much as 300,000 pesos and could face imprisonment as well.
It's very difficult kasi to say that they do not know that these products are not covered by the license. Kasi nga, when you sell a regulated product, dapat you're aware of what the requirements are.
With just days before the New Year's Eve, prices of firecrackers have skyrocketed. Jay was not able to buy much from his 1,000 peso budget.
Napakamahal, parang doble. Ang budget ko lang po sa paputok, 1,000 lang. Pagka sobra, hindi na ako nagdadagdag.
Sherwin also has the same budget for firecrackers. He opted to buy as early as now to avoid the crowd.
Para hindi na umano sa mga tao, siksikan na po kasi dito pagka yung malapit na yung New Year.
Aside from firecrackers, the DTI also inspected supermarkets in Caloocan to check if prices of food items commonly served during medianoche are being sold within the SRP. However, some grocery stores have already ran out of ham and queso de bola.
Mag-order po kami. We hope na magkaroon ng additional allocation yung mga suppliers and manufacturers. Hindi na-anticipate ng mga supplier na ganun pala talaga ka-excited ang mga tao na mag-Christmas and mag-New Year's. Kaya malaki talaga yung demand.
For News 5, Gerard de la Peña, We Are One News.
Other than firecrackers, round fruits are also staples in welcoming the new year. Let's check in on the prices in this report by Laila Pangilinan.
To avoid the influx of customers buying rounded fruits for New Year's Eve, some customers opted for an earlier visit to Divisoria. Carmen Plana Street, which is known as the fruit hub of Divi, is more than ready to welcome the crowd. There are stalls everywhere to cater to customers buying retail or wholesale boxes of rounded fruits, which are a must-have at the dining table for those who wish for good luck and fortune in welcoming the new year. Staff of fruit storages say that profit-wise, this year is an improvement compared to last year.
Last year wala ho. Lugi. Ngayon medyo nakakabawi na po.
Ferdinand, a driver for a fruit dealer, says he takes several trips back and forth to the airport to pick up mangosteens and other fruits from Davao. He shares that prices unexpectedly increased as an effect of Typhoon Odette's wrath in the region.
Sobrang dami ng nagpapakuha. Sobrang dami ng mga order. Kaya hindi kaya ng aeroplano. Kaya yung iba na-upload. Naiiwan po.
Prices of imported fruits like pongkan also rose by almost 100% from last year. A box of 100 pieces of pongkans now costs 700 pesos compared to last year's 480 pesos. Vendors and stall owners say that the increase will greatly cripple the sales.
Gusto rin po nilang kumita. Kahit na 10 pesos lang po, basta maramihan yung kukunin, ayun, nandoon na tayo. Kay bultuhan naman yun eh.
Because of the high prices, some customers will not complete their traditional display of 12 fruits on their dining table this year.
Kung ilan na lang ngayon, di nakatulad dati. Practical na tayo ngayon. Kung ano na lang masarap kainin, yun talagang makakain. Pagka hindi mo naman display lang, wag na lang, sayang.
Carlos, on the other hand, will try to complete the 12 rounded fruits with a budget of 300 pesos.
Kailangan lang para sa lamesa lang. Yung mura lang, kasi mahirap lang ako eh. Hindi pwedeng yung mahal ang kunin ko.
Ano po ba ang trabaho ni Sir?
Tindero lang ako.
Pero Sir,
Naglalako lang ako ng
antena.
Vendors and fruit stall owners say it is possible for prices of fruits to take a dip on December 31, especially if stocks are not moving. But the downside and challenge of last-minute fruit shopping in Divisoria is the crowd and the impossibility of physical distancing. For News 5, Laila Pangilinan, We Are One News.
The Philippine Sports Commission is no longer mediating between EJ Obiena and the Philippine Athletics Track and Field Association, or PATAFA. The PSC said that this is in respect to Obiena's decision to submit to procedures of other institutions. The commission, however, is not closing its doors to pursuing the mediation again should both parties agree to it. Recall that PATAFA had accused Obiena of allegedly falsifying liquidation reports on payments made to his coach. PATAFA President Philip Ella Juico, meanwhile, has been declared persona non grata as an offshoot of his rift with Obiena. The Philippine Olympic Committee says they will no longer recognize Juico as the head of the association. It was a night of celebrating original Pinoy films at the 47th Metro Manila Film Festival, Gabi ng Parangal. Marty Bautista tells us who the big winners are.
The 47th Metro Manila Film Festival, Gabi ng Parangal, happened last night at the SM Aura Samsung Hall.
Legendary stars and movie producers gathered for the annual awards night. Last year, the awards night was done virtually because of the pandemic.
According to the MMFF jury, they gave awards to films that could give new experiences to their audience.
Pinili namin yung sa palagay namin ay magbibigay ng bagong karanasan sa ating mga manonood. Para naman, kumbaga sa pagbibigay ng putahe, magkaroon tayo ng bagong fusion sa ating mga katutubo.
This comes after the backlash the MMFF faced after the first week of their opening. Not a lot of people showed up to watch the local films, but the MMFF jury is positive that the current film lineup will get traction in the coming days.
Bigyan natin siguro mga moviegoers ng momentum, no? Kasi ang tagal nga nasarado ang mga pelikula, but we believe in the quality of the film.
It was truly a big night for Signal Entertainment as the film entry Big Night, starring Christian Bables, took home majority of the awards, including the Best Musical Score, Best Cinematography, Best Screenplay, Best Director, and Best Picture. John Arcilla took home the Best Actor in a Supporting Role award, together with his lead, Christian Bables, who bagged the Best Actor in a Leading Role. The movie, directed by June Robles Lana, offered comedy with a substance after it highlighted the struggles of people who are voiceless and oppressed in the country.
Because film is supposed to challenge people, it's a very powerful medium. Let's not waste it.
Meanwhile, Carl Francisco Manatad's Kun Maupay Man It Panahon took home Best Visual Effects, Best Production Design, the Cultural Award, the second Best Picture, and Daniel Padilla's Special Jury Prize. The MMFF movies, including A Hard Day, Huling Ulan sa Tag-Araw, Huwag Kang Lalabas, Love at First Stream, Nelia, and The Exorcist, will continue screening till January 7, 2022. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
On that note, we congratulate Big Night for winning 8 awards at the 2021 Metro Manila Film Festival, Gabi ng Parangal. Big Night is a co-production of Signal Entertainment, October Train Films, the Idea First Company, and Quantum Films, directed by June Robles Lana. It's now showing in cinemas nationwide. Here's a quick look at today's other top stories. Death toll from Typhoon Odette has reached 397, according to the latest count by the NDRRMC. More than 1,000 people were injured while 80 are still missing. At least 500,000 people lost their homes to Typhoon Odette. Estimated damage to infrastructure and agriculture is pegged at around 21 billion pesos. Malacanang is backing the health department's move to do away with daily case bulletins in an effort to streamline data. Acting spokesman Carlo Nograles said that with more people getting vaccinated, cases will more or less be mild. The DOH clarifies that the daily case numbers will still be available in their website. And the Manila Bay Dolomite Beach has been reopened to the public after almost 2 months of closure. Visitors need to make an appointment at least a day before to secure a time slot. Walk-ins will only be allowed if there are slots available. Only 300 people at a time are allowed to visit to avoid crowding. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe. Philippines, I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.